Okay, Trail Boss guys, I'm installing a brake controller because this truck didn't come with one. Chevy decided not to put one in here, so I have a Curt Spectrum Brake Controller. I'll post a link for that on Amazon. You can pick one up. They're about $300 Canadian. And then just to make things easy and not have to wire, I grabbed the loom that'll connect to the truck's wiring and to the brake controller's wiring without having to splice anything in. However, the Chevy did come with a wiring loom in the glove box that will splice to any brake controller if you so want to go that direction. So I'm in a hurry. I got to hook the trailer brake up so that I can get my trailer hooked on and get the lawnmower and cut the grass. So this is probably the right video to watch if you want to speed install one of these as well. Let's go. So interior wise, I found out that this panel where the factory brake controller would come doesn't pop out. It actually pops in. So you got to remove the bottom panel, this one here, and then this middle panel to gain access. I popped that out. There is a wire in there probably for the factory brake controller. So I'm glad I did this so I didn't hit that when I drill it. So next I'm going to drill this out. This comes with the option to, you can hard mount it or you can use the adhesive. I'm going to just screw it right in because this place can be replaceable if anyone ever decides they want to remove the brake controller. So let's go get that done there. We got the 5/16 drill bit. We got to mark each hole. The middle hole will be where the wires are probably going to run through. The bottom one is where the screw to attach it to this piece is going to go. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I guess you could say, so I want mine perfectly centered. It's just easier to take this out, mark the two holes, and then drill accordingly. So I'm going to get that done now. Okay, this is ready to go, and I suck. I really did, so I had to make that one a little longer so that my two holes lined up. Now there's a screw that goes in here. I'm going to do that next. Pop that through. Anyway, and then you'll screw that in, and it kind of is like a compression, so the more you screw this in, the tighter that's going to fit. Take the sticker off so that your wires will fit. Feed your wires through the center here and pull it into place. I just had to gently pull the wires out a bit at the back to get this near the center. Keep in mind your top and your bottom. And just snap it in. Really, that's all it is. That actually looks pretty good. You see the wires come through the back here. They will be protected. You'll see why when you go to install yours. Now we're going to pop this back in, put it all together, and then get to the wiring. Probably really hard to see, but there's the brake controller in behind there. You can see that yellow and red wire. Those are, I think, for the factory brake controller. Anyways, I ran my wires kind of up from there. There's an opening. Brings you up and behind. You can reach your hand up and behind and pull out here just in this area up by this, whatever this bracket bar here is. Okay, now I have to take these wires and put them in this clip. And if you've made it this far in the install, you should have no problems doing that. There are instructions in the manual that came in the installation manual, of course. So I'm gonna try and figure this out now. This is pretty easy. Just hold that down like the picture says, that little tab at the bottom, and then the wires slide right in. It can't focus because it's so small, but there's a little tab, and it should go to the top, and it'll slide in, and you'll hear a click, and carry on. So far I'm doing good. Number 1 and number 8 are going to be empty, and then just match the colors with the rest. Okay, the knob's mounted. Actually, I have a custom trim level here. It's nothing fancy, and it kind of does match everything else a little bit. More of a brushed aluminum than the chrome. Then I've got this wired in. There's the plug I just put together, clipped it in, and here's the other end. This is where you're going to, if you didn't buy this connector, which is also made by Curt, you're gonna want to cut this off and splice in the factory connector that came in your glove box when you bought the truck. I felt like the extra $20 for this loom, which actually looks really good, it's got the loom protector on it, was the way to go. So I'm going to clip this together, and this is going to clip into the factory wiring, which is right up here. Pretty easy to find, even in the dark. It's this one right here. And I know that just because the way it is. And there's a keeper in there, so you have to pop that keeper out first. It's just a plastic piece in there. Pop it out. Come on, I can't do it one-handed. Anyways, you pop that out and just pop your wiring harness right in that. And that's just kind of back up behind. There's your steering column. Down from steering column, and you'll see it mounted right here. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I think I'm going to mount the brake controller module to this. This is from the heater system. There's a plastic tab here. I'll use probably a couple cable ties and some of the self-adhesive pads that came with it, because you need to mount it fairly securely. Then I'll tie up all my wires in here, and then we'll try this thing out. All right, we're hooked up, we're rolling. I hit my brakes and the lights light up, so that's good. There's instructions on setting up your controls. There's a quick reference card that came with it. That's all I figured out. I'm not going to pretend that I know how to adjust this or set it up, but hey, this video was really just about installation anyway. So if you found it useful, if you've got it installed, made it this far, just give me a thumbs up. Give the boys a thumbs up. What's a thumb? There you go, that's right. You gotta hit that button. Let me know in the comments how you made out. It was a pretty simple install. A lot's gonna depend on where you wanna mount the control. Check out some more videos posted somewhere here, and we'll see you later, hopefully in the next video, right?
See you later.
Bye.
See you later.
All right, thanks for watching.